Learn integration by using trigonometric identities. In part 1 we have done integration by using substitution method. So now some identities are written here. 1 plus cos 2x, that is 2 cos square x. 1 minus cos 2x, that is 2 sin square x. Similarly, sin a plus b plus sin a minus b is equal to 2 sin a cos b, and other identities are written here. Now let us see some examples to understand where we'll use these trigonometric identities to solve numerical problems in integration. Now let us see example sin 3x cos 4x dx. Here it is sin a and this is cos b. So now a is, that is 3x, b is 4x. So multiplied by 2 and divided by 2, it becomes 1 by 2 times sin 3x cos 4x dx. So now we will use identity either 2 sin a cos b, or we can also use 2 cos a sin b identity. So from this identity we will get 1 by 2, this is integration 2 sin a cos b, 2 sin a cos b, 2 sin a cos b becomes sin a plus b plus sin a minus b. So sin a plus b, it becomes sin 7x plus sin a minus b. A is 3, b is 4. So 3 minus x, 4x is equal to minus x, and we know that sin of minus theta is equal to minus sin theta. So it becomes minus sin x dx. Now integrate these two, it becomes 1 by 2 integration of sin x dx. Integration of sin x is equal to minus cos x. So it is 7x, so that is minus cos 7x and divided by 7, and minus minus it becomes plus, so that is cos x and plus constant of integration. So this is the result. We will simplify it. 1 by 2 times minus cos 7x by 7, and here it is minus minus plus, so it becomes cos x plus c. Now take another example, integration dx upon sin x cos cube x. To simplify this question, first we have to divide both numerator and denominator. Here it is cos cube x and sin x. So divide both numerator and denominator by cos 4x. Now we'll get integration. When we divide numerator, it becomes 1 upon cos 4x, that is sec 4x. Now break it in, that is sec square x into 1 sec square x. We can write 1 plus tan square x. So 1 plus tan square x. In denominator, when we divide sin x by cos cube x, by cos 4x, cos cube cancel out, so sin upon cos, it becomes tan x dx. Now after this, if you take here again we have to use substitution method. So now let tan x is equal to t, but it becomes sec square x dx is equal to dt. So this integration becomes integration 1 plus tan square x, that is 1 plus t square, and tan x, that is t, and sec square x dx, it becomes dt. So it becomes 1 plus t square divided by t all over. It is dt. Now integrate it by dividing t square by t, it becomes t, and plus 1 upon t dt, and integration of t is t square by 2 plus log t plus constant of integration c plus constant of integration c. Now we substitute the value of tan x, which is equal to t. So this is tan square x by 2 plus log tan x plus c. This is the required result. Now next we take another example. Example, we'll take cos 2x upon cos x plus sin x whole square dx. Now we know that cos 2x is equal to cos square x minus sin square x. So now we'll write in next step, it becomes cos square x minus sin square x divided by cos x plus sin x whole square dx. Now here we'll use the formula a square minus b square, that is cos x minus sin x it becomes, and cos x plus sin x. So it becomes cos x plus sin x, cos x plus sin x cancel out. So now this becomes cos x minus sin x divided by cos x plus sin x dx. Again, now let us see here, cos x plus sin x, in numerator it is cos x minus sin x, differentiation of sin x is cos x, and differentiation of cos x is minus sin x. So again we substitute here, let sin x plus cos x is equal to t, that is cos x minus sin x dx, it becomes dt. So this integration becomes dt cos x minus sin x dx is equal to dt upon t, so that is log of t plus c, and this is log of t is equal to sin x plus cos x plus c. This is the required result. Now take one more example, integration of dx upon cos x minus a and into cos x minus b. So here this is of the form cos a cos b. So now let us see how to simplify it. So such type of integration, to simplify it, now check it, convert it into multiplied by sin x minus a minus x minus b. So x minus a minus x minus b, x cancel out, it becomes minus minus plus b minus a. So now we have multiplied by sin b minus a, so now divided by sin b minus a, 1 upon sin b minus a, and this is cos x minus a into cos x minus b dx. So this becomes 1 upon sin b minus a. Now integration. Sin this by using formula sin a minus b. Sin a minus b, sin a cos b minus cos a sin b. So sin a cos b, cos x minus b cancel out when we divide. So sin a upon cos a, it becomes tan of a. So this becomes tan of x minus a sin a cos b minus cos a sin b. So cos a sin b. So cos a cancel out. Sin x minus b upon cos x minus b, it becomes tan x minus b. So that is minus tan x minus b dx. Integration of tan x, we know integration of tan x is equal to minus log cos x. So it becomes 1 upon sin b minus a minus log cos x minus a, and minus it becomes plus. So plus log cos of x minus b plus c. Again we'll use the formula of logarithms. Log a minus log b becomes log a upon b. So this becomes 1 upon sin b minus a log cos x minus b upon cos x minus a plus c. So that is that. Now next we'll learn here integration by using parts, by parts. So if there are two functions and we have to integrate these functions in multiples in products, then how we integrate it? Now let us see. if u and v are two differentiable functions of x, then integration of u dot v dx is equal to u integration of v dx minus integration d by dx of u into integration of v dx whole over dx. That is one more way to learn this. Integration of first into second function dx is equal to first function integration of second function minus integration d by dx of first function into integration of second function whole over dx. So this is by parts. This is formula that we'll use for by parts. Now here are which function we have to take first function and which function we have to take second function. Which function we can differentiate, we'll take first, and which we can integrate, take as second function. Now there is a method if some different functions are there, trigonometric, product of trigonometric, inverse, logarithmic, algebraic functions are there. So here one point is there that is very important. Use ILATE, I-L-A-T-E, in a sequence to take it as first function. Here I means inverse function, L means logarithmic function, A means algebraic function, T means trigonometrical function, E means exponential function. In this sequence we will take it as first function. Suppose if logarithmic function and trigonometric functions are there, it is better you take first function as logarithmic function and second as trigonometric function. Similarly, if inverse product of inverse function and exponential function is given, so take inverse function as first function and exponential as second function. Now second point, if second function is not given, then in that case we'll take one as second function. Now one more formula is there, that is integration of e raised to power x fx plus f dash x dx. So here now let us see, differentiation of fx is f dash x, which is already given. So we have a formula for this one. Directly we can write it as e raised to power x fx plus c. Now let us see its proof, how we'll get this result. This will use in numerical problems. E raised to power x fx plus f dash x dx. So this we can write it as e raised to power x. This we can write it as e raised to power x into a of x dx plus separate it e raised to power x f dash x dx. Now break it by using this by parts. Take it as first function and this as second function. Now formula that will use, first function fx into integration of e raised to power x dx is equal to e raised to power x minus integration dy dx of first function, that is fx. So dy dx of fx is f dash x into integration of second function, that is e raised to power x. E raised to power x is e raised to power x dx. So plus e raised to power x f dash x dx. So what you will see, these two functions cancel out. So we'll get fx e raised to power x fx plus c. So we can use this method directly. Now let us see some examples. Integration of x sine inverse x dx, and let us see how to calculate it. This here we can use, this is inverse trigonometric function, so first function, and this has second function. So there are 2-3 methods to simplify such type of integration. Now let us see first method. Substitute here, let sine inverse x is equal to t. So it becomes x is equal to sine t. So now dx becomes cos t dt. So this integration becomes sine inverse x, that is t, x is equal to sine t. So it becomes t sine t, and dx is equal to cos t dt. So now this we can simplify. Sin t cos t, if you multiply it by 2 divided by 2, it becomes sin 2t. So what it becomes? 1 by 2 t sin 2t dt. 2 sin t cos t, so multiplied by 2 divided by 2, it becomes t sin 2t dt. Now again here you will use by parts. So take it as, now we have to choose first function and second function. So first function, here the point is ILATE. So now this is trigonometric function and this is algebraic function. So take it as first function and this as second function, as this is algebraic and trigonometric functions. So use here by parts. 1 by 2, first function t, integration of sin 2t. Sin 2t, that is minus cos 2t divided by 2 minus integration d by dt of first function, that is 1, and that is 1 into integration of sin 2t, that is minus cos 2t by 2 dt, and minus minus it becomes plus. Next step, again we can integrate cos 2t, so it becomes minus t cos 2t divided by 4, 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 4, and integration of cos 2t is sin 2t divided by 2. So it becomes 1 by 2 into 2, 4 into 2, 8. So that is 1 by 8 cos 2t is sin 2t, and plus constant of integration. So now we have to convert it into function of x. So sin 2t we know here we'll use formula 2 sin a cos a, and cos 2t will break. So now let us see, this is minus t. T is sin inverse x. This is sin inverse x, and cos 2t is equal to 1 minus 2 sin square t. So it becomes 1 minus 2 sin square t, that is equal to x square divided by 4 plus 1 by 8, and sin 2t is 2 sin t, 2 sin t, 2 4 is 8, so that is 1 by 4 sin t. Sin t is equal to x, and cos t is equal to 1 under root 1 minus sin square. So it becomes 1 minus x square plus c. So now simplify it, that is minus minus plus 2 by 4, 1 by 2, x square by 2, x square by 2 sin inverse x minus sin inverse x by 4 minus sin inverse x by 4 plus 1 by 4 x under root 1 minus x square plus c. Now there is one, now let us see by another method. We have another method. Directly we can solve by using parts. Take it as first function, take it as second function. So first function that is sin inverse x into integration of second, this is inverse function, so we'll take it as first function, and this is algebraic, we'll take it as second function. So sin inverse x, integration of x, that is x square by 2 minus integration d by dx of sin inverse x. Sin inverse x is equal to 1 upon under root 1 minus x square into integration of x, that is x square by 2 dx. Take 1 by 2 outside, so this becomes x square by 2 sin inverse x minus 1 by 2. Now here let us see, it is 1 minus x square in under root, it is the x square. So now minus sign, take it as it becomes minus x square, add 1 and subtract 1. So what it becomes? Plus 1 minus x square plus minus 1 divided by under root 1 minus x square dx. by adding 1 and subtracting 1. Minus sign, this is minus x square. So it becomes plus. So now what it becomes? X square by 2 sine inverse x plus 1 by 2. Break it into two functions, 1 minus x square minus 1 separately divided by 1 minus x square. So it becomes integration under root 1 minus x square minus 1 by 2 integration dx upon under root 1 minus x square is dx. 1 minus x square dx. So here this is a special formula that we will learn later on in integration of some special functions. But now see here which formula we will use. Integration under root a square minus x square dx, that is x by 2 under root a square minus x square plus a square by 2 sine inverse x by a plus c. So now we'll use this formula as to simplify this question. So this becomes x square by 2 sine inverse x plus half under root a square minus x square. A is here 1. It becomes 1. We can write 1 square. So it becomes x by 2. So that is x by 2 a square minus x square, that is 1 minus x square plus a square by 2, that is 1 by 2 sine inverse x and minus half integration of dx upon 1 minus x square, that is sine inverse x. So minus half sine inverse x plus c. Half is multiplied here, so that is this. So it becomes x square by 2 sine inverse x plus x by 4 under root 1 minus x square. Now 1 by 2 it becomes 1 by 4 sine inverse x, 1 by 4 sine inverse x minus half sine inverse x. So it becomes minus 1 by 4 sine inverse x plus c. So here we can compare, you can compare these two results, x square by 2 sine inverse x minus sine inverse x by 4 plus 1 by 4 x under root 1 minus x square plus c. So we can use any one method. Now next example is integration of log x dx. Here second function is not there. So if second function is not there, in that case we'll take 1 as second function. 1 as second function. So now this is second function and log x first function by using formula ILET, sequence ILET. So log x, it becomes first function, f1 becomes second function. Now use the formula first function, that is log x, integration of 1, that is x, minus integration d by dx of first function, d by dx of first function, that is log x is 1 upon x, into integration of second function, integration of 1 dx, that is x dx. X cancel out, so it becomes log x log x minus integration dx is equal to x plus c. Now let us see some more example by using the identity integration of e raised to power x in bracket fx plus f dash x dx, which is equal to e raised to power x fx plus c. So now let us see application of this formula. Integration of e raised to power x sin x plus cos x dx. So either we'll use by parts for this function and for this function separately, and we simplify, otherwise we can use directly. Let us see, differentiation of sin x is cos x. Differentiation of sin x is cos x. So here we will mention the identity integration of e raised to power x fx plus f dash x dx, it becomes e raised to power x fx plus c. So differentiation of sin x is cos x, so we can write directly e raised to power x fx is sin x plus c. Take another example. Integration of x ex upon 1 plus x whole square dx. So now we have to break it into e raised to power x of the form fx plus f dash x. So now it is x, it is 1 plus x. So what we'll do? Here we'll add 1 and subtract 1. So this becomes e raised to power x plus 1 minus 1 divided by x plus 1 whole square dx. So now convert it into the form e raised to power x plus 1 divided by x plus 1 whole square. It becomes 1 upon x plus 1 minus 1 upon x plus 1 whole square dx. Now once again let us see. Differentiation of 1 upon x plus 1 is minus 1 upon x plus 1 whole square, because it becomes x plus 1 raised to power minus 1 when you differentiate by using formula x raised to power n x n minus 1. So it becomes minus 1 x plus 1 raised to power minus 2. So it becomes minus 1 upon 1 plus x square. So differentiation of this one is here. Again we'll use the formula. This formula, here we'll write the formula, and after that we can write the result, that is e raised to power x 1 upon x plus 1 plus c. Now let us see some more example. E raised to power x 1 plus sin x upon 1 plus cos x dx. So now we have to break it in the form e raised to power x fx plus f dash x. So how we can break it? E raised to power x. So this is 1 upon 1 plus cos x plus sin x upon 1 plus cos x dx. So here we use the formula e raised to power x 1 plus cos x. 1 plus cos x is equal to 2 cos square x by 2. Here again we'll use 1 plus cos x, 2 cos square x by 2, and sin x is 2 sin x by 2 cos x by 2. So this becomes 1 upon 2, 1 plus cos x, 2 cos square x by 2. So 1 by 2 cos square x by 2, in numerator it becomes sec square x by 2 plus 2 sin x by 2 cos x by 2 divided by 2 cos square x by 2 dx. So it becomes e raised to power x 1 by 2 sec square x by 2 plus 2 cancel out, cos x by 2 cos x by 2 1 power cancel out, sin x by 2 upon cos x by 2, it becomes tan of x by 2 dx. Now let us see. Differentiation of tan x, that is sec square x. So tan x by 2 is sec square x by 2 into x by 2 is 1 by 2. So differentiation of this is present here. So we'll quote here the formula that we'll use, and directly we can write it as e raised to power x tan x by 2 plus c, because differentiation of tan x by 2 is sec square x by 2 and 1 by 2. So fx and f dash x. So we can write directly here by using the formula here. Now let us see one more example. Integration of x minus 3 upon x minus 1 whole cube dx. So here it is x minus 1 and it is x minus 3. So first we have to convert it into in the form x minus 1 and minus 2. We can write it as upon x minus 1 whole cube dx. So x minus 3 will break x minus 1 minus 2. So again so into e raised to power x is there. E raised to power x is there. So we'll write it as this into e raised to power x dx. So x minus 1 upon x minus 1. Now again what we can write? E raised to power x in bracket. X minus 1 upon x minus 1 whole cube. It becomes 1 upon x minus 1 whole square minus 2 times x minus 1 whole cube dx. So now we have to decide which function we have to differentiate. So differentiation of 1 upon x minus 1 whole square. Now let us see the differentiation. X minus 1 raised to power minus 2 d by dx. Differentiation of x minus 1 whole is raised to power minus 2. So it becomes nx n minus 1, that is n minus 2 x minus 1 raised to power minus 2 minus 1 minus 3. So it becomes minus 2 upon x minus 1 whole cube. So differentiation of 1 upon x minus 1 whole square is minus 2 upon x minus 1 whole cube. So here we'll write the formula. The formula will write e raised to power x fx plus f dash x is equal to dx is equal to e raised to power x fx plus c. Apply this formula. So what we'll get? E raised to power x fx is 1 this much. So we can write it as 1 upon x minus 1 whole square plus c. So this integration, thank you, and